Are you interested in helping us understand how to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in long-term care and retirement homes? Our research study explores this by looking at the number of people who have been infected with COVID-19 in long-term care and retirement homes and what factors may be related to COVID-19 infection. We are inviting long-term care and retirement home staff, their household members, long-term care and retirement home residents, as well as their essential care partners, caregivers, and family members to participate in the study. If you are interested in participating in our study, we ask you to do 2 things. 1. We would like to take a small dried blood spot sample from you. Collecting a dried blood spot sample involves a brief finger prick, similar to how patients with diabetes test for blood sugar levels. From your dried blood spot sample, we can measure your antibody levels against COVID-19, determine the number of people who were infected with COVID-19, and better understand the relationship between antibodies and infection. Antibodies are protective proteins produced by our bodies to help fight off viruses. 2. We would ask you to complete a demographic questionnaire, which is a short survey that asks you questions about things like your age, race, and neighborhood characteristics, so we can understand what might increase or decrease someone's chances of becoming infected with COVID-19. If you agree to participate in our study, we would also ask you if you would be interested in some additional optional activities. 1. We would also like to link your study information to your Ontario Health Card, or OHIP card. By linking your study information to your OHIP card, we can learn how COVID-19 infection may be related to healthcare system use, such as hospitalizations, and health status, such as other health conditions and vaccination status. Please note that this study activity is optional and your OHIP information will only be used for these study purposes. 2. You will also have the option of participating in additional research opportunities related to COVID-19 that are being led by some of our colleagues at Mount Sinai. You can find more information about this in the consent form. If you want to be contacted about other COVID-19 studies, we will securely transfer your name and contact information to our partner hospital, Mount Sinai. There are a few things you should know before participating in our research study. You may experience minor pain and/or bruising at the site of blood collection, but don't be alarmed as this is normal. Once your sample has been analyzed and we have received your antibody results, we will contact you. Please note that this can take a few months. There is a very low risk of your information being stolen or lost. The study team takes all possible precautions to protect the privacy of your information. All electronic, hard copy, and audio information will be stored in our Unity Health Toronto secure servers for 7 to 10 years before being destroyed. Blood samples will be stored at St. Michael's Hospital, Unity Health Toronto, for 7 years before being destroyed. By being a part of the study, you are sharing important information that will help us in the fight against COVID-19. Your sample and any information you provide us with for the mandatory activities will have a study ID assigned to it, and only the central research team will be able to link your information back to you. If you participate in the optional activities, your information will be shared with the people who link your study information to your health card and/or the research staff at Mount Sinai. Your information may also be shared with other researchers, but they will only have access to your study ID and not your name, meaning they will not be able to link your information back to you. And lastly, if you, at any point, decide you are no longer interested in being a part of our study, you can stop participating at any time. If you are still interested in participating in our study, please take some time to read through the information sheet and consent form. If you have any questions, please contact the Wellness Hub study team through our email at wellnesshub@unityhealth.to or leave a voicemail at 416-864-5697 and we will get back to you. If you are interested in taking part in the Wellness Hub research study, we will now guide you through the process to provide your consent to take part in the study. Please pause the video for as long as you need to read through the letter of information and consent before you begin filling out the form to agree to participate. If you have any questions, please ask someone on the study team before proceeding. You can contact the study team by email at wellnesshub@unityhealth.to or by leaving a voicemail at 416-864-5697. Please note, if you are a substitute decision maker or SDM that is enrolling a resident in the Wellness Hub research study, the use of the term "you" in this script typically refers to the person who will be participating in the study, in this case, the resident. Please enter your first and last name here. For SDMs, please check off the box to indicate that you are an SDM providing consent on behalf of a resident. You will then be asked to provide your name as well. Next, confirm that you meet the inclusion criteria for participation in this study by reviewing the 3 statements and checking all of the statements that are true for you. If you do not meet these criteria, you will, unfortunately, not be able to participate in our study, and we kindly ask you to exit the form. If you are a staff household member, you will need to answer one additional screening question to make sure that you meet the study definition of a household member. Next, please read through the terms of consent. If you consent to participate, check the statement that says yes, and then click Next Page. If you do not, check the statement that says no, and kindly exit the form. In this section of the form, we ask that you provide your contact information so we can contact you about study-related activities. Note, if you are an SDM, the form will ask you to provide your contact information, not the residents, since we will coordinate with you for any study-related communication. You will then be asked to select which study components you would like to participate in. Please note, you must provide a dried blood spot sample and complete a demographic questionnaire in order to participate in this study. You will also have the option to participate in any additional study activities. Please read through the options and check off the additional study activities you would like to participate in, if any. If you would like to receive the antibody results from your dried blood spot sample, please check yes. If not, please check no. Next, select which contact method you would like us to use to provide you with your antibody results. Please ensure you previously provided your contact information for your chosen contact methods in the Participant Contact Information section of the consent form. If you provided consent to link your OHIP card, please provide your OHIP information here. If you would like to be contacted about future research opportunities, please indicate your preferred methods of contact. Please review your consent form and check the box to certify that the information you provided is correct. Once you have done so, please click the Submit button to submit your electronic consent form. If you have provided your email address, you will automatically be sent a copy of your consent form. You can also download your completed consent form on this page. You will then be directed to the electronic demographic questionnaire.